This is Mr. Nabil. He's quite the gentleman. He's an Arabian horse. Today we're going to help him out. When I pull the shoes off, I'm going to cut the clinches first. I'm also going to support his toe because I'm going to put so much torque on his coffin joint. And I'm going to work from side to side. This is the orthotic material that I put in his foot. When I'm trimming, I'm reading the tissue, looking for the shape of his arch. It'll tell me how the bone is positioned within the capsule. Okay, now I have my length of wall identified, and I'm going to nip it off. The rasp is just to take out my nipper marks and a little extra length I didn't get with my nippers. And he's wearing a pad, so I got to trim his frog down a little bit so the pad doesn't put too much pressure on his frog pad. Okay, when I'm selecting a size shoe for a horse, these are factory shoes. In the industry, we call them keg shoes because they used to come over on big wooden kegs. So let's call it a keg shoe. But I'm taking it, obviously this isn't the shape of this horse's foot, but I want the center of his heel in the center of my stock, and I don't want a bunch of shoe hanging out the back with steel hanging everywhere. That's dangerous for the horse, it's dangerous for the rider. And the way his foot type is he bears a lot of weight. You can tell by the shape of his sole arch, more in the midsection of his foot back. You have the sole kind of rounding up around the bone here and here, so he loads a lot of here. So if I hang a bunch of steel out the back, I'm actually increasing the weight because there's no weight back here until I hang a shoe there. So it'll actually act as a lever, and it'll crush his heels even more. So we want to fit him so we're maybe just about a dime's width, not very much, out the back. He does have a pad, so I want to be a tiny bit fuller. Another thing I wanted to add too is if you do hang a bunch of steel out the back or off the side, your horse will be losing shoes all the time. He'll reach up with a hind foot and grab it or catch it on a wire fence. That's another big reason to have a proper shoe fit. Now, if I was going to make a handmade for this shoe, I would measure it from heel to heel, get the circumference, subtract, but that's another video for another day. The reason I heat my shoes up every time, the biggest reason I should say, is it makes the steel very soft and pliable. So therefore it's very easy to bend it and forge it, and it's very easy on my body. My elbow doesn't get beat up, my hands don't get beat up. You might be able to tell I'm just kind of lightly tapping it, and it's bending just fine. Another reason is it makes you a lot more diverse. If I need to punch a nail hole or pull a clip or forge weld a bar in the back, I have the capability to do all that when the shoe is hot. You can shoe horses good cold, and I'm not saying that you can't, but you are limited in what you can do with a cold shoe versus a hot shoe. Okay, my shoe is still hot, and I'm just gonna check it hot. I'm gonna do a little bit of burning, not very much. I don't have any clips to burn in or anything, but I just want to check my fit. A couple reasons why I check it hot is, for one, it gives you a good marriage between the foot and the shoe. It kills any bacteria that's on the surface. And we'll turn over the shoe and look and see exactly how it's going to line up on the foot. If I go and cool it off and it doesn't fit, then I got to heat it back up again. So just a light burn. And as we can see here, the center of our heel is in the center of our stock. I do need to grind a little length off. I don't want a bunch of shoes sticking out the back. Drilling holes for our rivets. Okay, now I'm going to put some orthotic material in his foot. This is a 2-part silicone putty. The blue rice-looking stuff is copper sulfate. That'll keep the bacteria from growing in his foot. If you guys want to hear more about orthotics and the benefits of orthotics, leave some comments, and that will be another video that I can do. It kind of is in depth about how it will stabilize the arch in a horse's foot. And I use the term orthotics because that's what it is, just like in people. Getting some Dr. Scholl's inserts. I'm going to set it down on this piece of little plywood, and that way it will squirt out all the excess material. Take the wax paper off. I use wax paper because it doesn't stick to the material. The orthotic material doesn't stick to it. And that's just a 2-part silicone putty I mixed 50-50. So here's his orthotic material. Now we're ready to nail his shoe on. Now I want to mention to the people out there that don't know horseshoeing or know horses, everything I do to these horses does not hurt them. If it did, they would never let me do it. You would have to pull me out of the rafters. They're way too big and strong. Now we're gonna finish the shoeing job. I'll put his foot on the hoof stand here. This is the cosmetic part of it, and this also we're gonna get these nails clinched up and nice and smooth so they're not hanging out and dangerous. It also keeps the shoe on with a clinched nail. Called a gouge. I'm making a little area for my clinch to sit down in so it's nice and smooth. Clinch the nail over. Now we're going to make everything look pretty. It's a horse emery board. Good boy, Nobile. Good boy. Hope y'all liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you in the next one.